Hi, this is Courtney, and if you like this content, please subscribe and like my channel. So I wanted to talk a little bit about confidence and something that people have often told me that I seem to have a lot of confidence, and to be honest, it's simply not true. It is something that I have had to work on my entire life. I was born a very shy child, and I have just always been kind of a nervous person and had a lot of anxiety, but I've somehow been able to get through it anyway. When I was little, one thing I used to think to myself was, what are they going to do? What can they do to me that's so bad? And I don't know why that always helped me. I've kind of always had that attitude. What are they going to do? Kill me? You know, I can live through it. So I want to talk to you about some of my tricks for having confidence or pushing through and doing things anyway when maybe there feels like there's a lack of confidence. And so the first one is, and I do this with my clients all the time, they'll come to me and say, I just can't clear my mind when I meditate, which isn't really the point anyway, or I just don't feel like I'm doing this right, or I find this really hard. And I ask them, because they're in a classroom with other people who also have heart disease or cancer, I ask them, what would you tell your classmate or your friend that was going through the same thing? And I do this to myself. If I'm going through a hard time, I'll say, what would I say to someone else going through the same thing? And then I just close my eyes and I meditate or contemplate on that. And oftentimes it's this simple sentence, just do the best you can. And so that is, something that's really easy to do, but we just don't think about it. And so if you can train yourself to say, what is the best I can do? So secondly is, I've gotten through a lot of hard things before, is to think about times when I have been scared and things worked out perfectly. I am extremely introverted, but I appear to be very social, and I'm very good at conversation and adaptable, but it wears me out after a while. And so, for instance, I have a big workshop coming up, and I have spent an inordinate amount of time studying for it. And the truth is, I could go in there without any preparation and probably teach this workshop off the top of my head, because it's stuff that I do every day and have done for 2 decades. But I will stress myself out. So I have to tell myself, in order to not be so stressed, is that think about all the workshops I've done, which I have done hundreds of days of teacher training and workshops, and how I got through them easily. And so that is something that really, really helps me. I remind myself that I've gotten through hard things before. The other thing is, I think about what is going right in my life. And I didn't get to be where I am in my career by things going wrong, which I will touch on that in a minute, because things don't always go as planned and sometimes they don't go perfect. But I think about all the good things in my life. And when I focus on what I'm grateful for, it helps me focus less on the things that are scary or that hurt or that cause me fear. I also have gotten to this point, maybe it's my age, I'll be 50 this year, that if someone doesn't like me or someone doesn't want to spend time with me, I don't want to be with someone like that. I don't want to waste my time on friendships or relationships or romantic relationships. Of course, that's, I only have one now because I'm married, but I don't want to waste my time with people who don't want to be with me, because that's not going to work out anyway. So sometimes you just have to let those people go, and you have to be okay with not jiving with everyone, because you're just not going to. It's just not humanly possible. And the other thing is, when things have not worked out, or I've made mistakes, or made a decision and it turned out not to be the best decision, and we are all human and make mistakes, I think about, what did that teach me? What did I learn from that I can take away and avoid discomfort or pain in the future by not repeating that mistake again. So I hope this has been helpful to you. Thank you so much for being here, and have a wonderful day. Bye.